taking on the Green Bay Packers. After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Go now. Drill, 52. Yellow, 43. Shock, 17.
Love fires that quickly outside. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. You talk about this Washington defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
45, white, drill, green.
Love. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Here's 3rd and 9.
Red, yellow. Set. Red, cycle. Black, 95, 6. Mega. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 45-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Throwing now is Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice His arm will slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's Samuel, caught left side. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Washington.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Come on. Hey! Cougar 19!
To the air goes Daniels. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Krusky-Barrett going to try and push his way in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with his 1st career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
When you look at this defense, they're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
60 red.
Love from the gun. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Here's Daniels. This will be caught. It's Samuel. left sideline. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Now we'll pause here for an injury, and it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The toss right side. Here's Krosky Merritt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17.
Cowboy 80.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington has taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ultra. Go ultra. Down. 52. Ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
30-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Black. Here we go. Black.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Come on, set. 50, grit, set.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And here's Daniel wheeling on now to punt.
Formation for the Packers.
Shrugs him off. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ready, ready. Hut, hut.
Following the interception, Love. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Josh, 17.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 1. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Clock, set, ready.
Now Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Mega. Let's set.
Here's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Black 40. Hey, green. Slice blue. Needle blue.
Here's Love. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jaden Reed, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 33, here's second down and 8.
Captain 11, Captain 11, look at my team. Go.
Daniels looking to throw. Pass caught, it's Lane with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Let's go.
To throw is Daniels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Lane. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Come on.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Cougar 19, Buffalo 18, Mustang 19. Steady.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now Daniels going to keep it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10.
Ready? 60 boxes, 60 boxes.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll look to throw again. And that's incomplete.
Well, they seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Green Jack.
Throwing. Love. Now he's going to step up and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now a 2nd and 2.
Down. 45. White. Blue striker.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Green.
Love now. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Come on. Set. County Lions. Check smash.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Hawk 70. 18 Cardinal. Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On the jump. Get up. Viking 18.
The final shot before break. Daniels. And his throw here is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Now Daniels. And yet again it's deployed. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
That connection seemed to work out okay on the first play of the drive. Why not go right back to it? And once again, this defense is left without an answer as they surrender back-to-back first downs.
first down, it's Krosky-Merritt. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to 17.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Again, it's Krosky-Merritt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Big Lion, here we go. No, Crackle, go.
They'll try and run for it. Krosky-Merritt. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Daniels going to try to sneak, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. That's complete to Dobbs. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
To throw now, here's Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. On now is the Packers punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And it's fielded at the 34. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now it's the backup, Mariota. That's complete to McCaffrey. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On the draw, Krosky-Merritt. A little second effort there on the strong run, and then dropped just inside of the 20. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Come on.
Throwing now is Daniels. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Ready up. Here we go. Set. Ready up.
To the air goes Daniels. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
On the ready.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Daniels going to throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
Go.
Here's Daniels. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Commanders will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the
52
44-yard
Blasted.
line.
Steel, black, drill, grease. Ready?
Now Love. They'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready?
Play action this time with Love. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go now. Black, 95. Hut.
Love. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 10 black.
play fake. Here's Love. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. That is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 14, first down Commanders. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Daniels with a give to Gronkowski-Merritt.
That's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 45 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Texas makes the score. Commanders 31, Packers 21. Pat Gay to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Here's Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here comes second down.
Set.
Now Love. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Lee. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Cycle. Set. Hut.
Love looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
Blaster. 6. Set. 30. Set.
Here's Love. Pass caught. That's Golden.
That's tough to play zone defense when they just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely will. We talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
First and 10.
This is first and 10.
Black shot. Ready. 10 black. Black ultra. Hut.
Love. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Trey Amos. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
So a victory.